In life coaching, I was taught that the way to help somebody the most is by learning the right question to ask the person to change the way he thinks. There's a whole book on this, a book of coaching questions. And the whole book is just questions. It's a book of every area in life, there's the right question to ask. And if you just use that book as a coach, you'll be the best coach possible. I want to bring up about how in life, whether it's parenting, children who are not doing well, or just general life success, it really has to do with the question that's in your mind that's going to be the turning point of how you're going to respond and how you're going to be successful. See, most people that are stuck in life, people who don't know what they should be doing in life, in the situations that they're in, usually it's because they have the wrong question in their head. The question is usually, why me? Why am I dealing with this type of child? What did I do wrong? Why me is why am I being picked on? Why me could be, why do I have to have such bad luck? Or a person could have a different question in his mind, and that's the question of what now? Now that this is the child that I have, now that I'm stuck in this predicament, now that this is what I have to deal with, what am I going to do about it? That's it. It's not a question about how I could change the situation, but it's a question of how I could respond to the situation. It's a very different question to ask yourself. When Yosef was in the pit, he had no feelings of anger towards his brothers. He told his brothers later that just like I have nothing against Binyamin, I have nothing against you when I was put in the pit. How did he have that ability to not be angry? If my brothers would throw me in the pit, I don't know what I would be thinking of anger and animosity towards them. But Yosef doesn't have any such feelings. You know why? Because he didn't ask himself, why me? He asked himself, what now? We know that Yosef was called Yosef HaTzadik. What makes somebody a tzaddik? You know what makes somebody a tzaddik? When somebody makes God a tzaddik, he becomes a tzaddik. You know Yosef's approach when he was thrown in the pit, not why me, but if this is where Hashem wants you to be, Hashem is tzaddik. I'm not going to think it further. This is where I'm supposed to be right now. What am I going to do about it? Tzaddik Adonai b'chol ma'asav. Hashem is tzaddik in all things that happen to a person. V'ata tzaddik al kol ha'ba'alenu. You're a tzaddik Hashem in everything that happens to us. You have to understand what this means. Imagine you have a cat and a mouse, and the cat runs after the mouse and kills the mouse. How is Hashem a tzaddik towards the mouse if the cat is killing the mouse? The answer is that the cat ate the mouse, it has nothing to do with that mouse. The mouse was supposed to die at that time anyway. Why shouldn't the cat have a good meal? This is the belief of Judaism, of where if this is where I'm supposed to be in the pit, I would have been here anyway. Whether my brothers would have thrown me in here or I would have fell in here, this is where I'm supposed to be. The same thing is true with every time that a person has a difficulty with their, let's say, a rebellious child, or a person who's growing up as a teenager and they have something wrong, that they're upset at God or they're upset at their parents, is that can you, instead of saying, why me, ask the question of what now? Imagine a car pulls up to you and asks you directions for some place that they want to go to, and you say, what? How did you even get here? If that's where you want to go. And that question is irrelevant, really. The real question is how do they get to where they want to get to? And we are so busy looking in the rearview mirror. How did I get here? Doesn't make a difference. People who are most successful in life are the most adaptable to the situations. We know that Yosef, even when he was a slave, he was considered an ish matzliach, a man who's successful. How is Yosef a man who's successful as a slave? Because success has nothing to do with the position you are in life. Success has to do with your mindset. And Yosef said, if I'm the slave, I'll be the best slave I'm going to be. He adapted to that. That's your question right now, is, can you adapt to the situations you're in, or you're just going to get stuck?